Do black lives really matter?
You guys might hate me for this, but I don't believe in the movement as such. Recently, I saw that the female that started the movement has been using the money for her own self. Like,
We're becoming desensitized to black people actually being killed by the police.
exactly.
The world literally was
Frozen. Bro, that is murder. Footage was caught on her phone, 4K.
in 4K. Literally, it's a global matter.
If we're in like from Caribbean, Africa, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just ignorance, like, they just don't know.
Yeah, like, all lives matter, but in this current state, we need to focus on the area that's weak in all lives matter. All lives will continue to matter. I think this one was deep. So people, it's the triple C's in the building. We back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We hope you've been well. How have you guys been, man?
Been blessed, man. How you been?
I've been alright, man. Just been there training.
You know, we've been putting in the work, you know what I mean? Sorry that we weren't able to post a video last week. We had the Easter camp, and I know that you lot were enjoying your Easter, so now we're back, you know what I mean? I told the man that we need something, we need some content for you lot, man, and what better way to start off when, you know, we're in the new month, April, hope everyone has a blessed month, and yeah, man, let's just keep going. More videos and everything are coming soon, so, guys, what are we talking about today? What's the topic?
Alright. So, I'm hoping everyone's been seeing what's been going on social media.
Yeah.
My question to you guys is, do black lives really matter? And let me add some more context with this, because we've seen a lot of stuff, we've seen a lot of us getting killed. It's not only our community as well,
Just in general.
but it seems like it just keeps on happening and nothing's being done.
I want you lot to just deep that for a second. I'm not gonna say my opinion. We're not gonna say ours here. I just want you lot to just deep the question and really deep, like, do black lives matter? Like, do they? And then just think about it for a sec, because instantly people just say yes, no, no, and they don't really know why they're saying that. They're just saying that just to jump in with the trend because some of their friends will get onto them, or they're just saying no because of what they've been brought up as. But deep it, do they really matter?
You want to start off?
I think you should start off, AP.
Yeah.
I
Big
think
boy.
you should start it off, man. Let's go.
Alright, man.
Let's go.
Cool. Black lives. See, now the reason I asked this is because we also happened with the George Floyd situation, and we've had, is it 2 instances?
I think there's been more.
More than 2, much more than 2. Come on.
Yeah.
There was the one that happened.
Recently with like the car wash and stuff
The air freshener.
The army done.
Yeah.
The taser thing as well. Someone got killed in their own house.
Yeah. Breonna Taylor.
Sorry, just to cut. There's a 30-minute. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's on Netflix. It's a 30-minute like film type of thing where basically this guy, we'll put it up in the thing there. So if you guys want to watch it, you can watch it. But it's basically this 30-minute video, like film on Netflix. And I was thinking, like, what is this? Let me click on it. And it's basically this black man, this white police officer, and every day, so the guy just comes up from his girl's house, and then every day basically it's the same thing. Like he goes outside to go home to go water his dog, to go feed him and that. He dies. And it's like each day he tries a different way to try and go home, but every time he just keeps dying and dying because of the police officer, and he can't manage to get his way home. And then at the end of the, like when you don't watch it, you understand. At the end of the movie, it just shows like the different ways that black people have died, and it's like it says all these names. When I mean there was bare names. At first I was reading, I was thinking, like, what's all these names for? I thought it was the people that were involved, you know, like the cast.
Yeah, the credits.
But it wasn't. It was all the people that have been like involved in like Black Lives Matter and like just been and just saying stuff. It was just saying bare names, and it was like, died in his home, sleeping, you know, drinking, like as in like drinking the drink, like water, for taking out his wallet, the skittle, like stuff like, and it was just saying all the names that people have been deaded by, basically by the police, and it's like, raw, like when you deep it, some silly stuff like in his bed, like he got killed or she got killed from sleeping. Like it's crazy.
But
It's
see,
crazy.
this is the thing, yeah. So like, I forgot what I was gonna say, but Vietnam, Black Lives. How I forgot what I was gonna say.
Alright, let me say my 2 pence. Alright, when we say Black Lives Matter, of course, Black lives really do matter. But I feel like I don't. You guys might hate me for this, but I don't believe in the movement as such, because recently I saw that the female that started the movement has been using the money not to invest and help and bring black people up in success and whatever. She's been using it for her own self, like, and they raised like 1.7 mil, like something like that. I read somewhere, and she's been using it. So of course, Black lives do matter, but does the movement matter? No.
Sure.
And I feel like because of that, what like people have seen that, people are not going to take
Things seriously.
it's not going to be like nobody's going to have that conversation. And I feel like every 4 years with the American presidency and elections and stuff like that, something like this rekindles this conversation. But for example, I was in a group chat where like we discussed the Black Lives Matter situation with George Floyd and and then like obviously I thought, alright, cool, like this is a bunch of young people, cool, like it's from all around the world, this is gonna keep going, and like I'm liking the way it's going. Bro, we don't talk, nobody speaks on this GC anymore.
Wow.
So it's like people, it's like a trend. When you
Need
don't, exactly. When you see something, it's like, all right, cool, I should repost this or I should talk about this. But when it's not really been out there
anymore.
it's nobody's exactly.
But this is a problem because I feel like we're becoming desensitized to black people actually being killed by the police.
Exactly.
Like it's just
another
black guy.
Exactly.
It shouldn't.
And it's crazy to think about that, because they're meant to be serving us, not serving us, servicing us,
protecting us.
Exactly.
He is serving us.
Yeah.
Like, it's taxpayers' money.
True. But it's crazy, like it's absurd.
Yeah, it is crazy. My point of view is that obviously people always say like there's always the in between Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter. Like all lives do matter, yes, of course, but all lives, Black Lives Matter is part of that, and all lives cannot matter if Black lives don't matter. You know, it can't work because Black Lives Matter is a part of all lives. It's like, you know, how can you have the full rainbow if red isn't in it? Like, it doesn't make sense because red is a part of the rainbow. Black Lives Matter is a part of all lives, and if one part of it isn't, you know, being conditioned for properly, then all of it can't work. So of course, all lives matter. They do matter because everyone, you know, is human. We all, you know, we're all equal. But if one section of all lives matter doesn't work, and in this case, it's Black Lives Matter. There's no way that all lives can matter until Black lives have been like justified for, you know, being black. Because right about now, this is the issue. Like, there's never been like, when the George Floyd situation happened, especially being on lockdown, like that was a major thing. Like literally, the world literally was frozen. Like literally, I walked like literally me. I was doing deep research about just my history, you know, because I was trying to really figure out like what my skin color means, you know, what it means to be black. And when you go through and you see all the stuff that like Malcolm X and all these other people went through just to be black, and then it's like when you look back, it's like, right, like we're still decades later, still going through something that they basically, you know, abolished for us. It doesn't make sense. So I'll be like, obviously all lives matter, but in this current state, we need to focus on the area that's weak in all lives matter for all lives to continue to matter.
I have one thing to say. Apparently, you know the whole George Floyd situation. The police officer that kneeled on his neck, is it Derek Chauvin? Whatever his name, doesn't even matter. But so he's been on trial for 5 to 6 weeks now. But everyone saw the video. Everyone saw him killed. But he's still on trial.
You see,
that doesn't make sense,
bro. That's what I don't understand there. Like he, it's like he. Alright, there was a part in the video where he was on as you know, on his kneeling on his George's neck, and he just looked up like a meerkat, like proud, like
Yeah, like-
he had his chest out,
Yeah.
and like that's that is murder. That is, there's no way to.
You can't judge it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Simple.
and what I don't understand about the system and policing is when it's something like a drug case, it's easy like this. It goes quick. But you have that footage was caught on a phone, 4K.
In 4K.
In 4K.
They could have done it in 4K, but
And
still.
it's not even like
it's still not
it's not
good,
even
man.
like everyone saw it.
Exactly. Everybody
If
saw that video.
That video got millions of views. Literally, it's a global matter, and it's like, how can like even people sign petitions after petitions? How it's like well, no matter what we do, it doesn't work.
Exactly.
People were signing petitions. Literally, I remember back then, sign this petition. You know, 1.7 million or 6 was raised from the movement, and it's like, even after that, how can someone still be on trial? You killed someone, like
Exactly.
literally, murder is literally
Murder.
Murder is murder. It doesn't, because like literally, and that's the thing I don't understand is like when you see it as well, like it was so emotional to watch. I don't know. I know
Yeah,
for you,
it
like,
was.
it was emotional to watch because it's like, imagine that little girl lost her dad, and at least now she knows that her dad is a hero. But
She
it's like,
probably saw that as well.
she probably saw it as well, and then when she
Lost
grows
her
up, obviously,
dad.
she's young now, but when she grows up older and she deeps it, like, bro, I lost my dad, like, to this injustice, and bro, you killed someone, G. You actually killed someone.
Exactly.
And it's like, he wasn't even, like, he was there, like, I don't understand, when they don't even move, they're just there, like,
Yeah.
they're chilled, they're like, calm down, bro, he's not moving.
I'm saying he's saying please, and he's bro
Crying, asking for his mother. And you know, he's a grown man, yeah, and he's asking for his dead mother.
That's how you know, like, he literally is a grown man. He's not moving, he's not resisting, he's there. What, like, you have his hands already cuffed. Why do you need your knee on his neck? Why? What is that gonna do, bro?
I'm gonna know you guys again by telling you what people have been saying is the cause of his death. So
Was it the drugs or something like that?
there was that. They've been saying that because his face was next to the muzzle, they're trying to say that it's carbon monoxide, but that takes 72 hours to kill you, realistically.
And that was, the video was 8 minutes long, and I'm pretty sure he died maybe like a couple, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't, bro.
You see how
9 minutes.
people are always trying to justify a reason for someone else. Like, bro,
Yeah.
clearly,
I don't understand
Man, they're
that.
saying heart failure.
like,
Bro.
How can there be heart failure, bro? Like, people are just always trying to find excuses to justify their actions. That's the thing about the world. The world is never going to be just like you. Regardless, there's always going to be like, even when I was scrolling through some of the comments, there was haters, bro. Haters. Forget him. It's a good, you know, like there was just so many. And I'm just looking like, bro, like, is this the world that we live in? Literally, haters grilling, saying, "Boy, Black Lives Matter," and I'm thinking, I'm looking at these comments, I'm like, bro, imagine the little girl saw it and was seeing what they were saying about her dad and that, and literally, there's so many people that are rooting for him, saying that he's a hero, and there's others that, bro, there's always gonna be haters. There's always gonna be people that make him like carbon, like heart failure. Where is that coming from, bro? You can clearly see it's right in front of you, but they're always trying to bounce around and.
Bro, deeper, yeah. The carbon monoxide thing, people go into their garage, they close the doors on that, they chill in the car, it takes them 72 hours to die. A man said that he was there for how long?
8 minutes.
8 minutes, and he died
And
from
he
carbon
died from
monoxide.
that. Like, it's just silly at the end of the day.
And it's like why are people trying to defend murder? People are trying to defend this guy, saying, well, get like, the world has gotten to a place where you are trying to like, I don't understand it. Like, you have to know what I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
why are you, murder is murder. Like, of course, you can have your own religion, but in every book,
It's a sin.
it's the same. Exactly, it's a sin, and it should be that. Well, it is against the law, and it shouldn't be justified, no matter what position you are.
Because even if it was premeditated or whatever, like, bro, you killed someone.
Exactly,
Even if it was an accident, if it, like in this case, it wasn't self-defense.
exactly.
You
You chose to put your knee on that man's leg.
you chose to. Like, to me, it's just silly. It's wrong. You know, like there's other ways to restrain people. Why would you need to physically put your knee on someone's neck? It doesn't make sense.
It makes
like,
no sense.
Why, bro? That it's just like, is he an animal? No. Why would you need to put your knee to crush someone's neck? How is that restraining someone? You're making them not be able to breathe. Like, what is that?
And you know what's crazy is
What is that?
people care about, when you said animals, people care about animal lives more than people like
Bro.
black lives.
Deep it. People are probably more angry at Michael Vick for what he did than what Derek did. That's crazy, bro.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. And then I was even seeing memes about some white people just like reacting it, making TikToks of doing it. Like,
Oh, I saw it, bro. What?
Exactly.
it's just like,
What has got,
blood.
bro? What has life come to, bro?
bro. But look, at the end of the day, innit,
Mm.
it's just like I just want there to be a change. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we, like us here, and we as in you lot watching, we can make a change. We can make a difference. I know some people say one man can't change the world, blah blah blah, but I feel like we can make a change. You know what I mean? Like, I personally, everyone can see that, you know, we're deeply touched by this. You know what I mean, we're touched by it because it's something. Not even just because we're black, but just in general, this is something that, like, if you're human, you would have feelings towards, because it's like, rah, like, you know. And something that I was also deep in as well is like, I have some white friends in that as well, and it's just like, were some of your friends, like, did they support the movement? Like, did they support the movement in that? And if they didn't, like, did you feel any type of way? Because that's how I don't want it to be. Like, if they don't support the movement,
That's you, innit?
that's you. You know what I mean? But
I
it's,
like it, I love
but,
it.
you know, like, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, it's like, I just want us to be people that make a change and, you know, be influential to others and teach. Because there's some people that literally all they know is just, nah, black people like this, black people like that.
Yeah.
They don't know anything else, and I don't blame them, because it's like, that's how they were taught. That's how they literally were raised. If they knew any different, they wouldn't. But because they don't, all they can do is just be racist or whatever. That's just the world that we live in.
I hope the next generation is. Do you think racism will ever end?
This is a tough question. Because sometimes I feel like it won't. Because at the end of the day, where we are tapping, we're in England, we're in America. They rule the world.
Yeah.
So if we're in the Caribbean, Africa, we don't have to worry about that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like in different parts. Like, I feel like racism will never end.
Yeah.
Like, it won't. It's a thing where
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
everyone's, and that's the thing. You can't control what someone thinks. Realistically, racism could potentially stop. As in, if you are racist, you go to jail, or whatever. But that's not going to change them.
Yeah,
Like, they could be racist in their mind.
Yeah.
Bro, my friend got racist the other day.
Serious?
On a train. He was going home. He lives in Scotland. He was going home, and these guys just ganged up on him. Started giving him racial abuse. He got off the train and they spat on him. They tried to swing for him and stuff.
Seriously?
But guess what? This is where it gets mad. The people on the platform called the police on him because they thought he had a knife. Deep that. He was getting abused. People on the platform called the police on him because they thought he had a knife.
And you know what's sick here is
Wow.
when people call the police on black people, it's like, of course, if there is something blatantly wrong, do it. But if you do not know, I am not going to put that man's life, that woman's life in danger.
Yeah.
Because let's put it like this: black policemen. Well, there are some policemen that do not clearly don't like black people. Clearly, from what we've seen, and it's whatever you say, you can write in the comments whatever you say. Well, that's my personal opinion. I think there's some people in this world that have the power to kill a man with and it will be justified. And those people, like, if you call the police, there's 9 times out of 10 that black man or black woman could possibly die.
Yeah.
Which is like, why would you do that? You're basically assisting to murder.
That's crazy.
And that person's not gonna go to prison.
But do you know what it is, yeah? It's peak, because sometimes it's just ignorance. They just don't know.
Yeah.
But then, we live in a generation where research is easy.
Yeah, it is.
You're on your phone 24/7. Lockdown. Come on, we just did an episode on that. 13 hours, Apollo. 13 hours, you could learn as much Black history as you want.
Yeah.
And I also,
Some people just don't want to, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
as I said, if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to do it, do your thing, you know. But if you want to be ignorant and go about your day being a racist and listen, we're not in that.
At the end of the day, like, I just feel like as long as you control what you can control, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like everyone in a way kind of needs to be like needs to go through racial abuse because it builds you as a man, as a female. Because I've been racially abused before. I'm pretty sure everyone here has. You know what I mean? It's a part. It shouldn't be a part of life, but it is a part of life. Because, for instance, we're trying to go stateside. You know, we're trying to go over there. There's gonna be people over like in certain areas in there. There's people that are racist. You know what I mean? Everywhere we go, there's racist parts in the world. You know what I mean? And we could go over there, and they could be like, "Who's this guy here? Like, why is he here?" And we could just get treated differently. But for someone that's never been racially abused, they might take and ruin the opportunity being in that country. And you know, you don't want to have problems in America. It's just long. But it's like you need to have that racial discipline to be able to handle it. Because if you don't, you're gonna go out there and get yourself in trouble. And being out there, you know, what happened to George Floyd, you know, that can happen to anyone.
That's
You know,
so
like if you don't know how to deal with the police, it's a different story.
But then, I hear that, yeah, but for example, you could speak to the police, whatever, like, however, like, as to Shane, you're probably one of the nicest person I know. If you go over there, yeah, and you're in the car, you got hands on the wheel, you're speaking politely, that man has he feels like he's entitled to have that power to get you out of that car. And if you, and as nice as you are, and as polite as you are, bro, it could turn left.
I know.
Like that.
I know, but the thing is, it's like, if you're doing it, because I feel like 9 times out of 10, most times it's people trying to be cheeky. It's people trying to be like, you know, like, I might die in a second, you know, you can't tell me nothing, blah, blah, blah. But if you're literally compliant and just, you know that, because I feel like instantly, as soon as they pull you over, it's like, oh, here we go again. All you can see is the movies. I'm just gonna, and that's all you can really see. But if you're literally compliant with them, because it even happens over here, bro. Literally, my mom has a Range Rover, and her boyfriend must have been. He lives in Watford, so he borrows the car here and there to go up there. He must have went and borrowed it, and Watford is like a rich area, type of thing, and there's just bare white people in that there. He went to the supermarket and parked the car out in the parking lot, and then literally, as soon as he stepped out, everyone was looking at him, thinking like, "You driving that Range?" Like, you know what I mean? Like big boy thing. And people, and even there was a guy next to him that had done upgrade version of the Range, and even he looked at him like, you like that's you."
Yeah, you bodied up.
You know what I mean? Like that's, and everyone was just staring at him. Like literally, he felt hostile because it's like, rah, like what? Like I can't drive this. He's even been stopped by the police multiple times. You know what I mean? Police are asking him like, "What are you doing around these areas?" He's like, "I live here." Literally, even here, bro. Here they're asking him, he's like, "Oh, why did you go this way?" Because normally he goes, there's a different way to go, but they're asking him, "Why did you go this specific way?" It's crazy. Like, what? I can't. Is it illegal for me to go this way?
I saw a video. I think it was last week. I don't think I sent it to you guys. It was this black guy. He was driving he was on a highway. And he was driving. It was like you have to go 70 miles per hour. And he was going 65. And the policeman stopped him and was like, "Why are you driving at 65? He was like, "I didn't know it was illegal for me to drive at 65. And then he goes on, and then the policeman gives him a ticket. "Why are you giving me a ticket for?" And then, lucky thing, he had footage. And you know what Will Smith said, I think you guys know this, is racism hasn't heightened or whatever. It's just been caught, which is like really resonated with me, because like if we had cameras back, if we had cameras that we had back then,
Rodney King thing.
Bro.
But when you were saying about the compliance thing, I feel like it also depends on the person, because some of these policemen are unskilled. They go through 6 weeks of physical, but they don't go for like a
The
mental.
The mental.
So, for example, one of these guys got stopped over and like he put his hands out the window like that, and they said like take off your seatbelt. But he was scared because if he reaches down,
They might think it's a weapon.
yeah. So
Is that the army?
I think it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation? He's saying go for your seatbelt, but you've seen videos.
Yeah.
People go boom, get shot with a
No,
car.
but the thing I don't understand about that as well is that why do they always assume that it's a weapon? So you think that him killing the police officer is gonna make things easier for him? You killing an officer, bro, that's you finished. You feel me? So it's like why do they always like it's like why
did
they
they presume?
scared
Like,
of
why did they presume?
why do they presume that it's a gun that they have? You know what I mean? Why do they always presume that? Because if you kill a police officer, you're done.
Yeah.
So why would someone do that? Bear in mind, it's not like his intentions were to kill you. You stopped him. If he has nothing to hide, fine. You know, he'll show you his license, his registration. But you assuming that he's gonna kill you or he has a gun to take out to shoot you, that isn't wise. Like it just isn't smart. Why would someone that hasn't, bear in mind, you stopped him.
Yeah.
So it's not like he planned to say, yeah, today I'm gonna kill a police. No, you know what I mean? Like, why would you? 9 times out of 10, people don't carry guns while they're driving anyway. Like unless
Not
you're
on them, yeah.
unless you're affiliated.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool. But 9 times out of 10, you don't have a gun with you. You're driving. So it's like, why would? And then, okay, police officer stop me now. I'm gonna shoot him. That doesn't make any sense, bro. It really doesn't, because either way, you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get, you're gonna get do the time and etc. But they instantly assume it's programmed in them. He has a weapon. He has that. What is that?
And
What is that, bro?
And you know what's sad here is that I think that's what you're talking about is that guy has he's a part he's serviced the country, he's a part of the army, and if like these, all right, so for example, you remember when what's his name, Kaepernick kneeled and he was like, Donald Trump was like, you're not servicing the country,
Yeah.
and then if that's how you're treating a man that a man that services the country, you're pepper spraying him, you're throwing him to the ground, whatever happens at the end of the video. Why should I like? I should do whatever I want, to be honest. Like if that's what you're gonna do to like someone who's fighting for us in our country, bro. Listen,
Anything can be done. But you lot, man, like as you can see, this is a big topic. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to make this video too long because we're just diving in. But you lot, man, if you lot want a part 2, smash the like, smash the comments. You know, let us know how you lot felt. You know what I mean? I feel like this one was just a discussion basically where we just talk
scraping
about,
the edge.
you know, literally just scraping the edge. Everyone knows that this topic is way deeper than what it is, but I feel like us here today, you know, we just wanted to share our thoughts, our feelings, and you know how we felt, you know, the things have been, and you know, the question, do Black lives still matter? So
How many likes you get? How many likes?
the like goes, I think this one was deep, so let's get like, I think like 30-40 likes will be. Yeah, man, you know, we gotta aim high. You know, you lot might even surpass us, but I think 30-40 likes is good. So what about you lot?
I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like that's reachable. We get 100 views. If you guys like the content, you might as well like the
Might as
video.
well like the video as well, you know, get it out there, share it to your friends, family, you know, anyone that want to be informed. But any last words just before we go? You know, I think that's the new trend now, guys. Like just before we end it off, we always like give you like a little bit of insightful like advice so that you know you can carry out your day.
Wait, one thing before that though, I think we should discuss do Black lives really matter? Just answer the question.
Just answer the question.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
To I'd say to the minorities and maybe the lower class or middle class working members, yeah. But to the higher class,
See, I don't
not
mind.
unless for entertainment.
Part 2.
Say that for
We'll
part
say
two.
we'll save it for part 2.
Yeah.
But what I would say is, you know, as we always, you know, say, is just do you, especially when it comes to times like this. I feel like the best thing that you can do is just focus on yourself. And I mean, make sure that you're physically well, you're mentally well, and you can be able to handle situations, because we never know what trials and tribulations we can go through in life. But making sure that you're ready mentally and physically is the best thing, because you know, when you do get to that hurdle, you can actually jump over it. So I would say just make sure that you're, you know, yourself, you're ready.
your time is now. That's my one. It's like, don't wait till tomorrow to do something. Don't wait till next week. Do it now.
Tomorrow is a promise.
Exactly. Get it done now. Start your journey now.
Finish it off strong.
Alright. I think I'm gonna say, don't sprint your marathon. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon. It's not a race. It's not a 100-meter sprint. The marathon continues every single day. Obviously, do what you gotta do that day. Build yourself a little goal. You know what I'm saying? Just achieve that goal step by step. Like, you ain't got to rush, man. Like, be at your own pace. Because when you feel like you're being rushed or pressured, you might make mistakes, and that little mistake might cost you.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Just
do your own thing.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
But that was it, guys, man.
3 C's.
3 C's in the cup, man. Thank you lot for watching. Take care. Have a good day.